to your Christmas present for Indie Film Cafe. We've decided to give you this extra little bonus movie, and oh boy, what a bonus it was.
What a bonus.
1965, Fun in Balloonland. And wow, what an epic, amazing motion picture. I can't believe this didn't win Best Picture of 1965.
You said it actually did, it did like release in the
theaters. It did. It actually released in the theaters.
For how long? Like a
Not
day?
Not long.
A day or longer?
I know I went online and I looked, and there was like in Iowa City it was released, and a few other
Iowa
places.
City,
yeah.
Iowa like this?
And I don't think anybody liked this.
Well, I mean, somebody had to accept it. Somebody had to
Somebody
say
for the kiddie theater decided to get this, and wow, what a train
This was
wreck.
before the drive-in too, right? Or after the drive-in?
It's about the same time as the drive-in.
So maybe the drive-in audiences would love this because they don't have to pay attention to it.
Nobody would love this. This movie is a complete train wreck of a film, and I'm going to let Lenore talk about it because she was just couldn't wait. She loved every moment.
She's yawning just like all those kids did in the movie.
Right, that's the lockjaw children. So what happens in this movie, Lenore? Please tell us.
Okay, movie is too strong a word for this. They stole a home video of the Macy's Day Parade in Washington, D.C. from I'm guessing, 64.
Philadelphia, actually.
It was Philadelphia.
Oh.
And it was the Gimbals Parade.
Oh, was it?
They stole the home video of that parade. And they just had some drunk lady dub over it whenever there was a balloon on screen from that. There was
right, we noticed that.
Rambling incoherently.
And then at the beginning and end, they added some footage filmed in a factory of a 6-year-old in gold booty shorts watching balloons. Oh, and there was a dead mother at some point.
Yes.
We're pretty. I mean, we don't know if she's dead, but she didn't move, so it was awkward.
At first. And then she never moved again.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Was weird.
What the hell was going on plot-wise with the kid in the factory?
There was no plot. It was just a kid walking through the factory.
Yeah, and like random people would show him around. Like one person would show him, and then another person would take him to like the lobster or whatever.
There was dancing by children, right?
Oh yeah, sometimes there'd be a jump cut and more children would be there, and some of them would be dead, and some of them would be dancing.
Yeah.
As you do.
As you do.
And I don't know why any of that was happening. The balloons all looked grotesque and vile.
I think it was an ad for the company that made the balloons.
If it was, it drove people away.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if that was an ad, I would be like, that doesn't look fun at all.
No.
In Balloonland.
No.
And then, can you tell us about the song, Paul? The song for the...
Which one? There were so many wonderful songs.
The theme song for it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there's... the guy who actually shot the film wrote the music and song, too.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised.
He just ripped off Take Me to the Ballpark.
Pretty much.
Take Me to the Ballpark? Or was it... Yeah, Ballpark.
We're having fun in Balloonland, down in cow jumping over the moon land.
No, that kind of thing. Like, it just kept doing that.
There's like a bit about a marrying turkey.
No, marrying turkey.
And there's a pig with a ring in his nose. And
yeah, because it was trying to make it work with whatever the balloons were. And it did not work.
Clearly this is made for very, 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 very tiny children, but they would be extremely bored by this. So the only people who are really going to enjoy it are people like us who just sit there and laugh at it. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I laughed.
Dude, you broke a freaking
I did. There was one time, I forgot what the line was, but this lady... She said something, and I could not. I couldn't believe
it. Gay in the 1960s sense to mean happy.
Right. Yes. So
it was like 25 times. Like,
she said,
"That's so gay."
Yeah, and in the 1960s they mean happy or brightly colored, but.
Yeah, and then she was like, at one point there was I guess a Siamese cat with 2 heads or something. So he goes. She said that one was gay and one was bad.
No, the other was fat.
Fat
or I don't know.
I thought she said bad, but like that could be
there
fat
because
because
nothing that this woman said that made it even
it
the
was
tiniest
very
bit of
incoherent.
sense.
The worst line was, Hollywood wants crackers. Eat the crackers. Crunch your teeth together. Crunchy teeth.
And that wigged you out for some reason.
Okay, yeah. Would you like to hear about the nightmare that has been recurring for all my life?
Okay.
What?
Okay. For some reason, when I lost my first baby tooth, I began having recurring nightmares of the tooth fairy going into my kitchen, and while I was eating breakfast, replacing the cereal with teeth when it was in my mouth. And I'd just be crunching on teeth, and then swallow it, and it'd scratch up my throat, and I'd be coughing up blood.
Wow, that's intense.
Wow, and that's a recurring dream, like, even today?
Yes.
And by the way,
Jesus.
I have a stinky movie called Tooth Fairy. I'll have to show you.
No.
No, she won't watch it. Don't do that to her. God.
The point is, I was 6 when that first happened.
Like in the kids in this movie.
Yeah, I don't know if they were 6. They look younger than that, a lot of them.
Oh my god, yeah.
They were teeny tiny.
It
and
was
they were
awful.
And, you know, I mean...
And the kids didn't have the first clue what they were doing. You know, the
there was no script.
No.
No, it was just kids,
the kids
in the factory
play
dancing.
dead, and they're just like they're looking around. They have no idea what's going
Or they'd
on.
be looking off screen to where the shadow of the cameraman is, and they'd be like they're waiting for a line.
And the same cameraman is the same guy who does all the other voices, all the off-screen voices. He's shooting everything.
Well, it was weird because, yeah, they did that for that, but then the lady was obviously shooting the balloon stuff because she was off camera doing her.
Glug, glug, glug,
Yeah,
glug.
yeah. But
they just took an employee's home video.
Yeah, but what we were saying, like, is, like, in the earlier was that there was no... She would stop. Like, when there was, like, marching band or there was no balloons.
She had no interest when there was no balloons.
Yeah, so she would stop, and you were making a joke that she was, like, already passed out or something, you know? Like, you know, and then, well, there's a balloon, let me go talk about it now, you know?
And then she would just say weird stuff about the balloons. It was just very, very strange.
Oh, man, it was so funny. I'm sorry, the hard parts were the thing that made me stay. If literally it had been just that kid the whole time, I would have been like, oh, God.
I know.
Does this movie end?
Blair Witch thing where the kid just wandered into the corner of the storybook and just stayed there.
Just stood there like
and
this.
just his line delivery is like, no.
Yeah, we couldn't understand a word the kid was saying, but because he was yelling, you know,
the
instead of
kids
speaking.
up there, I can't blame the kid.
Oh, no, I can't blame the kid. I'm not saying the kid was the kid was a kid actor, you know, who probably never acted before in his life. You know,
Cinema Snob
his
covers
fault.
this, and he does such a funny freaking
I love
review
Cinema
of
Snob.
this.
He's
Oh
one
my
of my favorites.
god, he is so grumpy, but you have to watch the video. He does this one, and it is just so funny. It's one of his most famous movies that he covers.
Good.
And
I'd love to check that out.
It's the movie that it's the thing I saw years ago that made me want to catch this movie, and then Riff Tracks got a hold of it.
Ah.
And after Riff Tracks got it, I guess it became a little more popular because it was out there, and I finally got it.
Yeah.
And unlike the Ice Cream Bunny,
which we did for Patreon only,
we watched the Riff Tracks version because it was so bad.
So you can, if you spend $1, you can actually go and get a copy of the check out our video for Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny, which we also did.
Which Lenore loved. Lenore loves the Ice Cream Bunny.
But
it's her favorite.
We did.
She's shaking her head.
We listened to the Riff Tracks version of that when we, whatever, because that movie would have been just really, really rough. This one, we were saying, Lenore even putting out, like, why didn't we watch the Riff Tracks version of this? And at first, I would probably have agreed with her, like, if it were the kid the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
But when it was that woman, I do not want anybody interrupting that woman.
Right.
I want that woman speaking at all times so I can hear everything she says.
She riffed her own movie and didn't even know it.
Yes, it was just perfect. I mean, I loved it.
Yeah, that is true. I also ended up remembering a lot of nursery rhymes from kindergarten, like The Farmer and the Dell.
The Farmer and the Dell, which she did, but she would mess it up.
But she messed them all up.
Yeah, she messed them all up. She'd be like, the farmer, because I swear to God, it's not written, so it was like she was watching them go, and she would say it because...
ad-libbing the whole thing.
She was ad-libbing the whole thing because...
Drunk ad-libbing.
At points, she actually messed up, and she, like, retraced what she said, and, like, replaced it with something else,
Like
so
the tortoise in the hair.
Yeah, the tortoise in the hair, and she...
Plus, there was stuff we saw several times. Like, we saw the hippos several times. We saw the elephants several times. And she acted like you didn't see it. She tried to gaslight us the entire time.
Yeah.
It was really
and
weird.
And remember the elves on the rocket ship? I mean, like...
Oh, that was strange. There were some really ugly, grotesque balloons in
I know.
in
and
these
then
things.
she was like, look at this school bus, kids. Would you like to be riding on the school bus? And we're both
No!
We just did not. It was the most horrible looking school bus I've ever seen.
You're closer to childhood than we are, so your memories are not that old. But, I mean, if you were a little kid, would you have liked that movie?
No.
You wouldn't have watched it. But then
It
again...
had about the same level of engagement as, like, those long infomercials. It is an infomercial, never mind.
It is an infomercial.
Yeah.
It's a long... That's a good, good thing to say about it, because it's like a long infomercial.
Okay,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Little kid me actually kind of liked watching the vacuum infomercials.
So but you wouldn't have liked this. This would have been just horrible.
Would this have given you nightmares?
I just told you about the tooth fairy nightmare.
Yeah, this probably would give you nightmares. Just hearing the talk.
Crunchy teeth. Yeah.
Well, the kid in the gold lame diaper was enough to give me a nightmare. That was very strange.
Well, that just like threw me off. Like why? And
was he
who?
supposed
What
to be a boxer? Or was he supposed to be?
Parents probably made this movie, I would hope, because who in their right mind would say, "Oh, you can have my child in a diaper"?
Oh my God!
You know,
I'm the king under the sea. He's like, no, you're not. You're a fucking creeper, and you got this kid in your basement. Run!
Oh Lord!
Yeah, there was some definitely weird.
Once again,
overtones.
just like, what is up with you finding like movies where it's like sex trafficking and child endangerment?
Well,
While we're talking about it, those two balloons that were kissing.
Yeah, or two balloons
There's
making
two
out.
making out, and it's just
There was a penis balloon.
There was a penis balloon.
Yeah.
There was just so much
Garbage.
weird...
But the thing is, that stuff wasn't intentional. We're reading into all that.
I don't know.
We
man.
are. We're
I don't
reading
know,
into
man. If it wasn't intentional, it was there. You know?
Yeah.
And they should have saw that and been like, oh, man. We
Innocent times, my friend. Innocent times.
Right, I know. I mean, we live in an age where, like we're recording this right now. It looks like a billion times better than what they recorded their movies at.
God.
And they got their movies out on the
Everything was a billion times better
and they
than
got their
that
stuff
film.
in the theaters.
I know.
theaters
must have been hurting back then.
You can
Because
see like the VSW from the camcorder and that little whiny shaky thing.
Yeah, so what's the VSW? What was that? Like, was that a home? Like, was that a production
I have
company?
no idea.
I don't know. It was so strange. This movie, I don't know. Where can people find this movie? Is it like on YouTube?
Well, you can get the Riff Tracks version. It is on YouTube, the non-Riff Tracks version. God forbid if you can.
Well, I mean, that's what we watched. So if you want to suffer through it too.
Oh, and it's on Little Stinkers. Don't forget that. That and the Ice Cream Bunny is on Little Stinkers.
That's true. Freaking G. Larry Butler
And his poor daughter, Bonnie. They had to suffer through these movies.
Yep. And so I'll write to them and let them know I had to suffer.
Yeah, we should put the links in down below when we release these, because this way you can get a kid's perspective. Because the whole point of Little Stinkers was a stinky movie you could watch with your kids.
Oh God, they hated it.
These are kids' movies. Well, of course they are. These movies are terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the adults have no idea how to make movies for kids, especially if they don't have any money.
I think Larry and Bonnie might have had more fun if they watched with us.
Yes.
Because we were laughing and joking and having a good time, riffing it kind of in a way.
And it's a shame. Jo Lynn joined us for this one as well, but she had to leave. But she laughed her way through it as well.
But she's in the Patreon only one, so if you see that, you'll see her in that. But she unfortunately could not make it through here. It was a late night, so.
But we were fortunate to have Miss Lenore back, yay, because she'd been in so many of our programs before, but then she went off to do her schooling, and now she's back. So.
Well, she's not back. She's
for
back
a little bit.
For the week.
For a visit.
So,
Yeah.
She's just here for a few things that we're doing. But we're really happy to have you here, especially right before Christmas. So
and now you get to go back and tell everybody you got to see the Ice Cream Bunny and Fun in Balloonland.
Yeah. And so which one did you like better?
I don't know.
That's like me with Acumaximus and Barn of the Blood Zombie.
If you had to pick one.
Probably Ice Cream Bunny.
Wow.
Ice Cream
Really?
Bunny. Well, how come?
There was a plot, sort of.
I think you liked it because of the riff tracks.
Okay, probably the riff tracks.
So I bet if you watched it by yourself, you would have probably chose Fun in Balloonland, because that's what I would say.
I mean, there was a plot. There was a kid. He went in the factory of balloons, and then there was a parade. There you go.
I mean, I guess I could put it on mute, and I don't know.
Oh God.
Oh, you said you never gone to a parade, right?
Yeah.
But you seen a lot of them on TV and everything. So this was your first time like really watching one, right?
Yes, and I was bored out of my skull.
Right.
That's a parade.
So yeah,
There you go.
So I guess you would have been excited if you actually gone to one.
Yeah, no, parades suck. Nothing happens. However,
go around.
You get to stand in one spot and everything comes to you, like the world should be. So like your food should come to you, your job should come to you, everything should just come to you, so you don't have to move. I like that concept. Unfortunately, the reality is that parades are just like tribal moments where everybody gets dressed up and does weird shit, and you're supposed to find that entertaining. It's boomer entertainment. Boomers find that kind of shit entertaining. You know, I don't know why. No, I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X.
Yeah, boomers are right above you, right?
Yeah, they're the older generation.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's just my parents are boomers.
How old do you think I am? Get her.
I thought you were 56.
No.
How old are you?
Oh, he
Younger
doesn't
than
want to
that.
say.
Okay.
Let's just keep it like that. But anyway, yeah. So I think honestly, if this were on the riff tracks, I bet you would have liked this more than Ice Cream Bunny. However, it wasn't on a riff tracks. You had to watch the actual movie, and I think if you had to watch the actual movie of Ice Cream Bunny, you would have been bored out of your mind, and you would have hated it, and you would have been like, I can't.
However, Ice Cream Bunny has an ice cream bunny. There was no bunny in this.
Yes, there was.
There was.
Not an ice cream bunny, though.
Well, I mean,
No,
maybe
but there was ice cream and a bunny.
That's true.
There was an ice cream cone.
But imagine how awesome this would have been if there had been the ice cream bunny in the parade, walking along, hopping along. And the lady would have been, oh, that ice cream bunny, he's so gay.
He would have said that. She would have
would
said that. Because he would have been smiling. Because that's
right.
all he did in the thing.
And we would have laughed because in our world it means different things.
No, I didn't laugh at that. I laughed at it because the way that she says it, she just says everything's gay.
Yeah.
So after a while, you're just like,
because
okay.
she's been hitting the bottle really hard during this parade.
You know, like it's like she has no other word,
There's
adjective.
definitely a funniness that he doesn't even conceive of its eventual meaning.
Maybe she didn't. Maybe because I don't know. In 1965, they didn't really call.
1965 is civil rights movement, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, maybe. I mean,
not for gay people, unfortunately. That took a while longer.
Yeah, that is true.
So I don't know. I don't know if they ever did that or whatnot. But I don't know what they called homosexuals back then. Probably just homosexuals.
But
however,
with regards to parades, I mean, there are people who are in bands. There are people who are, ostentatiously overdressed. And then there are people who march with batons and they sort of twirl them.
That's what my grandmother did in high school.
And that is what passed for entertainment back then.
So was there any continuity in this movie? Do you remember?
Oh, God, no. There was none whatsoever. I mean, errors or continuity. There was nothing.
There was nothing because nothing really happened, right? Like, there was nothing to really... It just jumped from... the kid story to the balloon stuff, and then you scared me.
Between.
You scared me because you said it was an hour and a half left of this, and I said, "Wait, this is an hour and 45 minutes or whatever it was," and there was only 52 minutes, and I was like, "Okay, I'm fine," because I literally thought it was going to be watching the parade, and that's it. I did not know that this woman was going to be narrating anything. Then when the woman starts narrating, the movie got better.
Yeah. Because it was ridiculous. It was absurd.
If the movie had been no narration and just walking around walking around the parade, I would have been bored.
This is a tough movie to sit through. It was really, really badly made in every conceivable possible way. And it's, a bad holiday movie. I mean, this is
I mean, is
Christmas-ish.
it really, like, is it? I mean, there is Santa in it, but it's not really a holiday movie. I mean, I guess it's supposed to take place during Christmas parade.
Holiday season, somewhere between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
Thanksgiving-mas.
Yeah, when parades happen, or whatever, but, like, it wasn't really a holiday movie. Like, this isn't... Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny was more so because it was Santa, but it was Santa in Florida.
I mean, if Die Hard can be a Christmas movie, Fun in Balloonland can be a Christmas movie.
No! Die Hard actually takes place on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but Santa's in this movie.
Santa doesn't need to be in every movie just to be a Christmas movie?
It does. Need to have Santa.
No.
And reindeer. And
Sorry,
a turkey.
I disagree.
And there was a rhino.
No turkey. Turkeys are Thanksgiving.
And there was like a weird pig that was split in the middle. It was one color and then
it was color. Like black and white. And you call it a pigwin.
Yes, the pigwin.
The pigwin, because it was like a pig, but it looked like a penguin. So it's a pigwin.
I like pigwins.
I think that would be an amazing movie, a pigwin.
I think so too.
Pigwin horror film. Just make it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, this wasn't a horror film so much as a horrible film.
It's a horror film because it gives her nightmares.
Yeah, I didn't know about the teeth. That's kind of a strange thing.
Yeah. Well, we're sorry about that. That's that's a childhood trauma. So.
Oh
we're
no!
sorry.
When I lost my first tooth, I swallowed it. I lost it while eating lunch.
Okay.
Well, there you go. But thank you for watching this
and enduring it.
And enduring it and not falling asleep and actually being
interested. Yeah, you were a lot more into it than you were with the bunny, even though you think you like the bunny movie better. Just because this movie it's like you were like, what's happening? I don't understand.
I know. I think that everybody did that.
It was a good idea. First off, why does a balloon company need an advertisement?
Well,
in 1965 they did.
They needed people to come check out their balloons to rent them out, I guess.
Whose idea is it to make the ad into a movie and release it in theaters?
Somebody had to but it was a whole movie. Like, I literally think these just made a whole movie and then said, let's turn it into something.
This guy must have worked for the company and said, hey, how about if I just shoot this movie and we can release it and it'll increase our sales, which I don't know.
That's what probably people think nowadays. They do with like TikTok. Mm-hmm. They do that. So, and we forgot to mention we're on TikTok. Indie Film Cafe is on TikTok.
Yay!
And we're gonna be doing live videos because we got over 1,000 followers.
My phone doesn't.
Oh, your phone can't do TikTok
for some reason.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Well, that's a bummer because TikTok is fun. I actually like it. But yeah, so you can check us out on that. There's not really much else to say about this movie. Like, I think we talked a lot more about the Ice Cream Bunny because there was a lot more that happened.
There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, because there's Thumbelina and then there's the movie.
What's everyone's favorite balloon?
Oh, God.
That's a good question.
They were all grotesque and ugly as far as I was concerned. The smooching balloons were kind of funny. There was a balloon that looked like a penis. I don't know what it was supposed to be.
I think it was meant to be a carrot.
A carrot?
Maybe.
It was like a paisley carrot. It was very strange.
I like the hippo. This hippo?
I kind of like Piggywig with the ring in his nose.
No.
The first of the elephant ones was probably the best made in my opinion.
The Jumbo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was this?
Oh, they miscounted the number of elephants.
Yes,
there were 5, not 6, like they said.
Well,
she saw an extra one because she was a little drunk.
She was a little drunk.
She saw a pink one.
She saw a pink one.
Yeah.
It was Jumbo, Dumbo.
Jumbo, Dumbo, Sambo, which is really horrible.
What is that? Like
Mambo and Bimbo.
Sambo is like a
it's
racist
a racist
term.
kid's book.
Oh, wow. Well, was it back then? Too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Even at the time it was published, it was pretty horribly racist.
And then the baby one was Bimbo.
Mm-hmm.
Bimbo.
Poor Bimbo.
Which Jolynn thought was hysterical.
Yeah, because it's it's like saying little whore, to the thing. So little whore elephant. You know.
Yeah, Jumbo, the first elephant, was like bluish gray and had orange tassels and stuff. And that one was probably the best. I like that color combo.
I thought it was funny that they got. Did they get Disney's permission to have Dumbo in there? You know.
Oh, they got nobody's permission to do any of this. This is a guerrilla film.
Yeah, they probably did not get anybody in that crowd's permission to release them on film.
No.
Yeah. So if you were a part of that film, and you did not want to be,
Philadelphia Lehigh High School, 1965. You're in this movie. Yeah, marching band. You're in this movie, whether you want it or not.
Demand royalties.
Yeah, I mean, by now, the maker of these films are probably...
Oh, yeah, trust me. I tried to do some research on this, and there's very little out there.
They don't want it
very
to be
little out there. This is one of those serendipitous things that somebody found.
I don't even think I saw, credits.
There were no credits.
There are no credits.
No idea who those kids are. No idea who was filming.
Nope.
That almost gives me a little creepy vibe.
Honestly, no idea what
company
this was.
I know, it gives me this because the kids running around in his underwear, man. That to me is just so.
And that's what you want for the holidays, is a creepy, weird Christmas thing.
Follow-up question:
to
do we
creep
even
out
know
your
what
families.
company this was? Because it looked like just balloons in a basement.
It was some dude's balloon.
Some dude's balloon basement with children. It's just dead women. It's just very
the
strange.
guy wore a oh my god, it is like a snuff film. Because there's the guy in the costume with the fake mustache and everything. They're like, hey, come here, little kitty.
Have you ever seen the stage production of The Tragedy of Oedipus?
Mm.
That guy in that movie looked a lot like the stage version of Oedipus's father, the one who gets murdered by his son.
Right.
Interesting.
So did you? Okay, so maybe it was. I mean, who knows?
I don't know. All I know is it was pretty high on the creep factor, which is fun for holiday movies.
I know. I don't know what your idea of fun for the holidays is, but this is most people think, oh, Lifetime movies. Some people
exactly.
Some movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Some people think Nightmare Before Christmas. Some people think Home Alone.
Hey,
you think fucking Fun in Balloonland.
This was a nightmare. Trust me.
It was.
Wait. Have either of you watched Phineas and Ferb?
What is it?
I know
Phineas and Ferb. It's a cartoon. Mm-hmm. There is a character called Balloony. Balloony belongs in this movie.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Balloons are just weird things anyway. I don't quite understand the
fascination.
Yeah, I just don't.
I mean, literally for a parade, I get it. You know,
guess.
I get that because you got if you're gonna walk around with a marching band or something, you gotta have something else, following you.
The balloons are light. That might be why.
Yeah, they're light. You can hold them. Some of those people were having a terrible time. The clowns that had the little clown balloon, man, they were trying to get it around. It looked pretty rough, man.
Those Chinese paper dragon things people dance with.
Yeah.
Those would have been fun. That would have been fun in a parade.
Speaking about insulting, what about the Native American balloon?
Oh,
people?
God.
Oh, yeah.
Please tell us about that.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear what they're saying. Okay.
Oh, it was very racist.
I didn't hear what they said. It was these weird, grotesque balloons. Brownish skin, really weirdly wide smiles, large heads, and then I didn't hear what was being said.
They're like, ugh, me want 'em balloons or something. I don't know, it's so stupid.
They did one part where they were very racist because they were talking about Indians catching elephants.
Oh no, it was a tiger. It was a tiger.
The tiger. And the lady was saying that, right? Oh no, the Indians are coming after you, blah blah blah. And she said she was meant
wrong
the Native
Indians, you idiots.
Native American, but the tigers or whatever are and they said the jungle or whatever in the jungle and stuff, and it was, but they were alluring to it was a jungle animal like that would be in India.
Yeah, there's no tigers in the United States where American Indians.
Yeah,
are.
where Native Americans
were living,
and so a lot of it was very racist. And sometimes I don't think she meant to be racist, but she was racist.
The
She
alcohol
also
brought
called, anytime there was a black man as one of the attendees in the parade handling balloons and stuff, she called them boys, not.
Oh.
I noticed that too.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I think the booze brought out a lot more of her personality than she needed to share.
Yeah, lady, you know.
I gotta find out who that was.
At one point, she was rhyming, and we made a joke.
She didn't know how to rhyme.
She said something was fino, and then we go, you must be on a lot of wino. Because you're talking about the rhino.
Right.
And he is looking fino or something. We're like, you must be on a lot of wino.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was more fun to riff and make fun of. Like, this is definitely a movie you watch with your friends. You joke on it. You say
it's appalling, and then you're like, "Really? You thought this was entertaining for kids back in 1965? Not even back then would they have found this fun.
No,
they would have hated it. And they did hate it.
I don't even know if anybody would find this fun.
No, it's a nightmare. It's a complete train wreck, disaster nightmare of a movie, and that's why I love it.
That's why you love it.
Yes. I share it and show it to everyone. Everyone needs to see this, especially at Christmas time.
Yeah, this is
drive your relatives crazy. You want to get rid of your crazy uncle? Make him watch this on Christmas,
and then he'll leave. He'll just leave. Be like, I gotta go. Sorry.
Either that, or he'll get drunk and totally commiserate with the drunk lady watching the parade, making comments.
Like, you're right, drunk lady. We all need some crackers. Like, remember talking about crackers?
That was so weird.
Yeah, talk about, and then.
Yeah, was she saying Polly or Hollywood?
She was saying Polly.
Polly wants a cracker, but she said it, and it sounded like she was saying like the people were crackers.
Oh, there are a whole bunch of crackers there. That's for damn sure.
That was. Sorry, man.
Yeah, it was bad. Movie. It was really bad.
If you want to deal with like some, boring stuff.
I'm pleased and surprised that you guys found it as entertaining as I had hoped. Because I wasn't sure.
It doesn't even count as fair for its day. It's just bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told us it was like the worst or whatever, because my expectations were very low. And so
after the ice cream bunny?
After the ice cream bunny, you were saying this is worse. I was like, oh god.
And it is worse.
It is worse.
But it's also more fun.
Like, I'll definitely give this a 10.
10.
10. Obviously, on a stinkometer scale, it's a 10. I'm
10.
sure you'll give it a 10 too, Lenore. Right?
No?
Oh, sorry.
It put her to sleep.
You trying to find a larger number?
No, I'm trying to debate if 1 and 10 are the extremes and the really bad ones are entertaining. Wouldn't 5-ish be the worst?
Ooh, well,
not necessarily.
5-ish is like
bored.
blah.
Oh.
Yeah. You're kind of bored by it. You're not.
5's kind of meh.
Yeah, I was very bored by this.
But were you not entertained at all? You seem to be into it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I think that the scale goes.
It's a really bad movie, and I'm gonna forget most of it as soon as this stops recording.
Well, that's why we have to watch it again next year.
But I am going to remember the line, crunchy teeth.
But otherwise, 10's all around.
10's all around, pretty much. I mean, it's a pretty shitty movie. But it, at least, like, her drunken commentary was the best part of the whole thing.
So if you want a stinky little extra gift in your stocking for Christmas this year, put on
Fun in Balloonland.
Fun in Balloonland. Good luck.
Drink eggnog while watching.
Well,
you will clear the room, trust me.
We'll salute you like apparently that lady says she saluted.
There you go.
Well,
thank you very much for joining us on Christmas Day. I hope you enjoyed your extra little Christmas gifty bonus. And hopefully you'll be tuning in to us next season for Season 5, Indie Film Cafe, right?
Oh, yeah. Season 5 starts in January.
And we'll try and get Lenore back for 1 or 2 movies. I don't know that they can be quite as bad as the ones we just saw for Christmas.
No!
But we'll do what we can.
We can do worse. I mean, you got worse than this.
Yeah, but I kind of feel bad for Lenore.
You try to be nice to her.
She watched 2 really bad movies this weekend.
Let's try to be nice.
Try to be nice.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for checking this out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.